Hello, and welcome back. It's Dr. Mercier, and you are watching 3-Minute Therapy. Today, we're going to talk about single moms. I'm a product of a single mom, single household. My dad died when I was 9, and my mom had to raise my brother, my sister, and myself, the three of us, from the age of 9, actually. That experience has taught me a lot about single parents. In my practice, I see a lot of single moms raising boys, and my experience coming from a single household and the experience in my practice makes me want to just talk to single moms with boys just for a moment, if I may. You can raise your son, you can care for your son, but you cannot raise a man. It's impossible, it's hard. And I know some people will disagree with this, but for a mom, you don't raise a man, because boys need men in their lives. I understand the challenge that poses for a lot of single moms. Moms will often say, I'm mom and dad, and I get that. My mother told me the same thing. But when it came down to certain things, she just couldn't do it. And I know she tried, and she did the best she could. Like many of you, you're doing the best that you can. But raising a man is one thing. Caring for your son, loving your son is something else. Don't substitute for dad. You cannot make excuses for dad. It's a shitty situation, unfortunately, that he is not in the picture or he is not as involved as he should be. But for you to try and play both roles, you're going to make yourself sick. There's going to be anger and resentment. So don't do that to yourself. Be the best mother you can, the best mother you know how, and let the chips fall where they may. Young boys, they need positive role models. When I was younger, in my teens, I was just a badass. I mean, I don't know that my mom knew what to do with me. And it wasn't because I didn't love my mother or didn't respect my mother. It wasn't until I got older and I got around some positive males, some good guys that kind of spoke some positivity into my life, that I realized that's what I needed. You all know this. You'll tell your kid one thing, but then dad shows up and says the same thing. And it's like, oh, of course. And I know moms hate that. Moms hate it. My wife hates it when my kids do it, because you were just doing the exact same thing. There's something about the presence of a man in the home, around, within eyesight, especially when it comes to boys, that makes a big difference. And so, if you're in that situation, accept the fact that you can only be mom. You cannot substitute for dad. And if it's possible for some positive male influence for your boys, take advantage of that. Whether it's basketball, the local Boys and Girls Club, church, or even a counselor, a coach, older cousin, you just can't imagine. I mean, it saved my life. I honestly believe. Until next time, this has been Dr. Mercier, and this is 3-Minute Therapy. If you find some of this information to be of value, subscribe, share, tell your friends, and keep it here. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you later.